That's I got nowhere to go. I got no money. I got no income. I have no ability to take care of myself, all because cops don't want to do their fucking jobs to this day. No matter what, you don't want us anywhere. You don't want us anywhere in your fucking country. We aren't a part of your country, are we? No, we're horrible fucking monsters that deserve to be what? Put through this shit? Fuck you. Nobody deserves this shit. There are fucking child molesters and rapists. You don't do this shit to them. No, you fucking protect them. You help them get away. Police in this country are worse than child molesters. Far worse. And code enforcement, holy shit. Coming up and harassing me after 6 o'clock in the morning. They don't say it's against the law or even against any rules for me to park here after 6 a.m. Where the fuck are we supposed to go? How the hell are we supposed to take care of ourselves and protect ourselves when we are constantly being forced to waste resources we don't fucking have? Being victimized because we don't have those fucking resources. Over and over again. Oh yeah, but you guys don't give a shit because the United States is what? Fucking Nazi. It's goddamn Nazi. That's what it fucking is. Who did the Nazis go after first? They go after the Jews first? No, they went after the homeless. I got a lot of stuff I gotta do today and no way to get it done. Constantly moving. I mean, if I had a place where I could park and just be left the fuck alone, I could save a lot of goddamn gas. It's a good fucking morning, right? I gotta just kind of endure the fucking cold. It's fine. I don't have a whole bunch of fucking gas to be wasting trying to keep myself warm. I don't have the money to run around to all these fucking resources for them to fucking deny me. All they're doing is fucking running me around in circles and wasting my fucking resources. This is not fucking okay. Fuck this goddamn country. I'm tired of fucking having to look over my goddamn shoulder because somebody is fucking offended by the fact that I have to fucking sleep. I gotta sleep somewhere. Fucking goddamn Nazi pieces of fucking shit. And you see how the cops blow off every goddamn thing. We're not fucking human beings to you pieces of shit. I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of the abuse. I'm tired of having to be afraid to go to the cops. I'm tired of them telling me to call 911 when they don't do their fucking job. That's the thing, I get tired of getting fucking harassed. It is fucking harassment. I'm not allowed to fucking exist. That's the thing that people don't get is that this shuts me down. I literally can't just keep on running around doing, well, wasting my resources. I can't just keep doing that. I keep wasting resources because these fucking people tell me to go here and go there. And it costs money to do all these things. It costs money to go to all these places only to be denied and then be told at fucking 7 o'clock in the morning that I can't be here after 7 in the morning. I don't get it. Now, as far as code enforcement goes, well, fuck it. They don't follow the fucking laws, but they're going to come harass people about codes, people who aren't doing anything wrong. Obviously, this guy here who's been parked next to me, he didn't put all that mess shit out there. He's not the one that left the fucking piles of crap all over. I'm not the one who left those piles of crap all over. I'm fucking shaking and I feel like...
Hey, there's another employee parking in the park where it clearly says no parking.
No resident, employer, or employee parking. Yeah.
Well, if the same assholes from over here park here every fucking day, they get harassed? Fuck no, they don't.
I don't understand why we can't be human beings.
It's become illegal to be human being.
It's been illegal to be a human being for a long time. It's been really illegal to be homeless. Like, they make all these laws and rules and they say, oh, well, it's not illegal to be homeless. The fuck it isn't. The homeless are the only people they fuck with over shit like this. Nobody else has to live like this. Nobody else is forced to live like this. On the bright side, I can pretend it's all your fault. Right?
Is that your truck? Is that your truck? Okay.
City employees. Lovely. Yeah, the lady was asking about my trash here. I'm like, that's not trash. That's my soda cans. I picked that garbage up. Yeah,
She didn't ask me about mine. Mine's right there.
well, she asked me about stuff on the other side of that little building there, too. Is this you? I don't mess with meth.
Was it meth over there?
Oh, that's what the guy was messing around with. He left like 4 piles. He left one right there, and one right over here, and one right over there, and another one over in the corner there. I went around and...
You can't always assume that it's meth. That guy has a severe mental illness.
Well, that's the thing, is that he left his foilies in it.
He left what?
He left his foilies in it. Now, they might not have been his foilies. He might have dug them out of a garbage can, but yeah, it was a bunch of balled up foilies and a couple open ones. And you're right. Can't
So that's either heroin or fentanyl. That's not meth.
Well, in Colorado and Nebraska, a lot of people smoke meth off their foilies. I know people keep telling me that the blues are heroin. They're not. They're a mix of something. The people that
No,
are
the
taking
blues are not heroin, but they're the same. They smoke them the same way.
it's meth based.
Oh no, it's an opiate. Meth is not an opiate.
I'm aware of that, but like the blues, the way that people are acting, it definitely comes across something that's mixed between the two, because they're not acting like they're on open. Well, I guess that depends on where. Because in Hood River, it was entirely meth based, but here people are going to sleep on it, so it might be heroin based.
Heroin and fentanyl are two totally different things. There's different kinds. There's the powder shit. There's the pill shit. There's the shit that looks like Skittles, which is really scary.
Yeah.
I've never done it, but I've seen enough people die on it that I never want to do it.
Right, me too. Fucking about it. Oh, I literally have Narcan in my vehicle in case I run into somebody, but I don't miss none of that shit either.
I don't. You know why? Because if they're gonna fuck around with the shit and die using it, then it's their responsibility to have their fucking life-saving shit. It's not. How dare they put that on me, the onlooker, to find somebody dead and say, oh, they don't have a bright pink fanny pack with their Narcan in it? Well, then I don't know where to get the shit. Their own goddamn fault.
I agree with that too. Second,
Can't stand that shit. Sorry, I apologize. I really don't like that whole thing.
yes, sir. You could tell I was about to say something. You're right. Yeah, I don't like that word, but I do understand you, not just the sentiment, but the reality of the situation as far as that goes. When I look at it, I look at it as it's probably not going to be a stranger. It'll probably be somebody I know. Often is.
It doesn't matter if it's my own mother or if it's some random asshole off the street. It's my feelings on it don't change. If you are fucking around with something that's gonna kill you like that, how dare you put it on somebody else to freak out in that situation? You need to carry the shit on you because you're taking the responsibility to do the drug or whatever high it's giving you is worth. Maybe one day, falling asleep and waking up dead and having somebody else come across you and go, oh, well, shit, there's somebody dead here. Hey, dumbass, you probably shouldn't have done that stupid fucking drug.
Yeah.
Why is that okay to put that responsibility on me? Somebody who doesn't fuck with the shit, doesn't fuck with any shit, and then have to put up with the shit. Although I will say the one good thing about fentanyl and the one good thing about the people switching, we're not finding needles anymore. We're not finding needles everywhere. We're only finding foils.
And see, I bring that up on my channel too, because Washington State, you can't go behind a convenience store without worrying about stepping on 30 of them or more. Where the hell? There it is.
What's up, man?
Good morning.
You got a lighter?
I do.
What? Just mom?
I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but I pick up the garbage and I don't mess with the drugs. That other gentleman, he picks up the garbage and he doesn't mess with the drugs. Oh my. I certainly do. I was just throwing away my garbage and she was in my vehicle. Out over here by my vehicle, I won't bite you. I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, get away from my BMW, motherfucker. Oh, there it is. Yes. Oh, that's a good looking snipe. Oh, look at me. I got rolling. Oh shit! I was gonna give him some rolling papers too. Well, they only parked 2 city vehicles over there. That should be okay. Oh. Hell, if they were intelligent, they'd park all the city's vehicles here starting at 10 o'clock at night. I got to tell you, when it comes to morality, I'd like a moral job. Oh. By that, what I mean is, if my job's to throw Jews in the oven, I'm probably not going to do my fucking job. I might puke, I might not, I don't know. What I do know is I don't feel very good. Do what?
See how that smoke? Somebody lit some shit on fire. Somebody fell asleep with a fucking heater going or something. See how that smoke? It's coming up out of that fucking homeless camp. Somebody lit some shit on fire. Or somebody fell asleep.
I can smell it.
So emergency rules suspend all codes and all that bullshit. So I'm gonna leave that there. I'm gonna go down and fucking make sure everybody's okay.
Thank you. I'll stand in the way. I'm not letting your shit get towed. He's right, there's a fire. I hope somebody calls that in. Oh, fucking Christ. Yeah, it's a fire over at one of the homeless encampments. This early in the morning. It might be vandalism and hatred towards the homeless, but it's, like he was saying, it's likely somebody fell asleep with an untended fire. Damn, it's sending smoke quite a ways down. Burden. Huh. That's a strange license plate. When you're homeless, there's a guy named Mowgli. He used to say, you carry your own burden. As a homeless person, your burden is your backpack. You gotta carry it. It's your backpack. If you got a back injury and all you are able to carry is a blanket, well, then you have to pack lighter than everybody else. You have to make do without the things everybody else has. As far as the code enforcement lady goes, I locked myself in my car this morning on accident. If I don't pay attention to my door handle and it protrudes a bit and I lock it, then I have to have somebody open my handle and then push it back in so that I can actually unlock and open my door. The code enforcement lady said she's not allowed to do that. I still convinced her to do so, and thank goodness she did, or I'd be stuck in my car. Anyway, my phone is almost dead. I've been running around like a chicken with my fucking head cut off. Can't be here, you can't be there, you can't stay here, you can't stay there. And so on and so on. Where the hell did I put my rolling papers? This is fucking horse hockey. Ah, there they are. Yes. Anyway, when it comes to situations and matters of public safety, Casey is going to try to do something about that fire over there. And I would imagine, if he's anything like me, that it'll come with either getting bitched at or being explained. A lot of times people need explained. We gotta explain it to them that there's shit you don't do, shit that makes it worse for all of us. And if you're gonna be fucked up out of your mind, keep in mind that they use this to not just go after meth heads. They use it to go after all of us. We have anti-homeless laws. That's exactly what these are. Just like at the end of the Civil War, there was the 13th Amendment that was enacted, made it illegal, or made it legal for slaves to be used as slaves, or even any other human being to be used as slaves if they are convicted of a crime. Of course, we all know at the end of the Civil War, you've got 4 million homeless people, 4 million black homeless people. What were they supposed to do? Well, then we started making every aspect of homelessness illegal. It's illegal to stay under a bridge. Urban camping is illegal. Nobody wants them here. Nobody wants them here. People with money are willing to spend hundreds of millions of dollars every year. $250 million was spent in Seattle last year. $250 million of your tax dollars wasted to harm the innocent, because homelessness should not be a crime. We're not allowed access to the resources, but you are. We're denied everything because we don't have enough money. You want to make it so that we have to pay 10 times as much for every goddamn thing. A lot of folks, they see somebody make 10, 15 bucks out there panhandling, and oh, look at those guys, they're probably driving around in a Maserati drop top. They probably got a BMW drop top. You know, I saw that guy, man. He has a brand new, it's super cherry, man, bright red, fucking Corvette drop top. It's always a drop top, ain't it? It's always a drop top or a convertible in these stories. It's that guy out there panhandling. He's a millionaire from panhandling, because you guys give everybody out here millions of dollars for holding a sign and blah fucking blah. I probably shouldn't start my car up, but the fact is I need to warm it up a bit. I'm fucking cold. And if I knew where my keys were, it would happen. He's right about it being the fentanyl and the opiates. He's right about them being completely different. He's right about the meth being completely different. The stuff up there at Hood River, that was meth based. There's no way that was heroin based. It might have had heroin in it, but the way people were acting, it was definitely meth. Here, the blues are a bit different. Now, when people ask if you got the blues, you know where I can find some blues, and so on and so forth. They're trying to find opiates. They're specifically trying to find opiate pills that they can smoke off of a foilie. Like that guy was saying, that they do smoke the heroin the same way, or the blues. Being as so many of them are meth based, though, that's one thing that I was talking to the lady at the church about. She said, well, it's a street drug, so you end up with one that's popular, and then you end up with knockoffs. Now, that's not what she said. That's basically what she was making the claim of, though. Because I was when she was explaining to me that they were opiates, which this gentleman did as well. Yeah, I'm aware they're supposed to be opiates. But I'm also aware of the behavioral changes in people who use. In Hood River, they weren't opiates. They may have had some in there, but for the most part, it was meth. What the lady in the church had said is that, a lot of these folks are mixing up in uppers and downers. And I had explained to her about how that kills people. That's how I killed myself, mixing uppers and downers, sleeping pills and caffeine pills. Thing is, nobody cares. Nobody cares. My family don't give a shit if I kill myself. Matter of fact, they're praying for it. If they actually cared about me, they would have tried to find out what happened. They would have tried looking at evidence. They would have done something other than blowing me off and trying to convince people not to help me, not to look. My own family, people. They aren't family, though. They're relatives. Kind of like my little brother Michael. If he considers his daughter family after raping her, well, when she becomes an adult, she's going to have an uncle who is going to fucking go through hell for her. She's going to have an uncle when she turns adult that will look out for her and keep her safe. However, until my niece is an adult, she is stuck in hell. When I was a kid, you know why most of us kids want to grow up? It's because you fucking idiots. Holy shit, that dude is not even in the right fucking lane. Are you on fucking drugs, dude? Holy shit. Sorry about that. If somebody had turned off of the 101 there, they would have ran right into the dude. Get out and see if the fire is still going. Yep, it's still smoking anyway. Like I was saying last night, I know Casey, but it's a guy. There's apparently a Casey that I was talking to the other night, or I guess it was probably about a week ago or a little over. But that preacher feller was Oh God, I'm gonna puke. The preacher guy was saying that the girl's name is Casey and that she's got shoulder length hair, dark hair. I don't know. If I knew exactly who she was, I do meet a lot of people out here, so there's no guarantee that I didn't meet and talk to the lady. I probably did, but that doesn't mean that I have a recollection of what she looked like. She probably didn't tell me her name, but that doesn't mean that she didn't. I'm hoping that I spoke with her in one of my videos and I can at least hear her voice and be able to make a connection. Oh, the cops are horrible. The American people are fine with this shit happening to the homeless. This is Nazi behavior, by the way. This is Nazi rhetoric and this is Nazi bullshit. These aren't good people doing these things. These are people just doing their jobs. And as we all know from the trials at Nuremberg, just doing your job is not a valid excuse. If they try to tow his vehicle, of course I'm going to stand in the way. He went to go take care of public safety. See, that's one of the things about lighting a fire I keep explaining to you. Fire doesn't do what you want it to. If you light a fire and you think to yourself, the wind is blowing to the east, so if I light the fire here, my house will be safe because it's to the west. As soon as you light the fire thinking it'll burn down your shitty neighbor's house, that's when the wind decides it's going to change. Or there's something that you didn't think about. Like, of course, there might be compressed gases, such as propane tanks, at your neighbor's house. What the wind says, a propane tank is going to be an area of effect weapon. Dylan Klebold and Eric Harris even tried using that. There's a way to make it work, but it ain't the way they did it. Maybe shooting a propane tank will make it blow up. We've seen plenty of people blow up propane tanks by shooting them on YouTube. We've also seen a few where they were shot, but they didn't explode. They just puffed out a white mist and then disappeared. When it comes to a campfire or a fire in the woods, you got to worry about, the moisture and condensation that's there. Fires are a lot more likely to spread when there's no moisture on the ground, or moisture on the leaves or the bark or any of that. So here, where it gets foggy, first thing in the morning, a lot of stuff is covered in dew. Since it's covered in dew, it's less likely to light on fire, but at the same time, that doesn't mean that it won't, because the heat is going to dry off the dew. And then, of course, It lights up anyway. It just won't flare up immediately like a lot of the fires that we see. In Nebraska, a grass fire could easily cover hundreds of acres. And you might not think that that's significant, but it really is. Western Nebraska, as far as firefighters go, there aren't a whole lot of them. Most of it's volunteer. And a lot of those guys, well, they're not much for anything else. I wouldn't trust them running a fire brigade. There's a lot of people in Chapel, Nebraska that were volunteer firemen that, oh man, knowing who they were when I was younger, they were far more likely to set a fire than to put one out. Stuff like that makes me think about, of course, the fires in Boulder. There were 2 different fires that were started by firemen. One of them claimed he was an off-duty fireman and he was just practicing putting out fires, but that ended up making a pretty significant fire that they tried blaming it on the homeless people. Then, of course, when they found out it was an off-duty fireman, was it on the front page like when they wanted to blame it on the homeless people? No. It was on the back page, in the bottom right corner. Yeah. You blame it on the homeless people in big, bold print, and then you go out of your way to put the article that says that it wasn't the homeless, where people aren't going to see it. I mean, sure, you printed it. Technically, you sort of did your job, but realistically, you've left a situation where a lot of people have opinions of homeless people that are not very good. Meanwhile, is it homeless people that are doing this? Or are there specific individuals doing these things? Is it every homeless person out here who's making these fucking messes, or is it the meth addicts? Is it the heroin addicts? Now, that guy is absolutely right about the heroin needles. We're not seeing them all over the place. I've made mention of that many times. We've also got, of course, footage of the needles in Washington State, and we've also got footage of needles here. The needles here, you find maybe one of them. Or possibly only half of it. There's been times where I found the plunger, but not the needle. There's times where I found the needle, but not the plunger. We also found a couple of needles already set up and rigged for injection. Still had somebody's coagulated blood in them. The idea is to inject it before it gets coagulated, because if the blood coagulates, you end up giving yourself an aneurysm because you end up with blood clots that are created outside of your body and they're trying to move through your system. It's already clotted. You get stuck in a blood vessel in your brain, and that clot is too thin to pass, or too thick to pass through such a thin vein. So then it clogs it, and your brain stops getting oxygen to portions that are important. Obviously, with the guy that was messing around and putting that stuff all over the place, I could have recorded his face, especially since he was right behind that massive pile. The pile that I videoed this morning, but not the other day. People are offended that we fucking exist. The law doesn't apply to us. These people apply their own bias and change the law at will. These officers, the way they treat me when I try to turn in crimes versus somebody in a house, it is entirely different. They actually pretend to give a shit if you live in a house. If you're out here, you can hear the boredness in their voice. or the agitation, because they don't want to be there. They think all homeless people should be locked up, marched into the sea, or fucking shot. Fuck the United States and anybody who supports it. There's folks who say, oh, well, you can't hate all Nazis because the Nazis were just a political party. Not every Nazi took part in abusing or murdering Jews. You make whatever excuse you want. They still did what they did. And we're doing those things ourselves now. Of course, Fritz Sauckel took his ideas for the forced labor camps and the concentration camps. They were based on American chain gangs. That's because American chain gangs used shitty laws. Laws that were meant to victimize black homeless people, but just gets used on homeless people. And it appears to be frozen on the screen, so... Oh, there it goes. We're out here being victimized because you want to pretend that we're all child molesters, we're all rapists, we're all horrible fucking monsters. You want to make excuses for our fucking predators. This country sucks. It sucks. Fuck every country. The homeless need to be armed. We need to have the ability to shoot back. Why are these assholes able to railroad us so fucking easily? By fucking lying to you, you fucking pieces of shit! The blue line of fucking bullshit. The only way to combat it is to kill the son of a bitches or work together. I'd rather work together. Fuck the police. And fuck every goddamn one of you for supporting this bullshit. Fuck every goddamn one of you. Every fucking one of you. You fucking pieces of shit. You want to blame me for the actions of others. You want to take it out on me that other people did bad stuff. Other people. Who raped Natalie? Ted Bollinger. That's right, her own fucking daddy. You guys are a bunch of fucking skeezy goddamn pieces of fucking shit. You fucking deserve the hell that you go through. Every fucking one of you. If you've ever been fucking raped and you live in a house, you deserve it. Do you know why? Because you turn a blind eye to it happening to people on the streets. And they have to deal with it a lot fucking more than you do, bitch. Oh, but they must have chosen it. They must have chosen to be fucking victimized into homelessness and then raped on the streets. They should have what? Should have what? Fuck this goddamn country and everybody in it. My so-called friends showed that they were never my friends. Not one of them made any fucking effort to find out what the fuck was going on. They were too busy giving advice and treating me like fucking shit over things that didn't fucking happen. They didn't care if they happened or not. That's the problem. Is that I was never allowed to defend myself. I was never allowed to face my accusers to this fucking day. No, I have to go to predators like Megan Missigatis for help. What she did was highly fucking predatory. These pigs prey every day on the fact that we can't defend ourselves. We're not allowed. All they have to do is lie about us, and it's fine. They won't even look at the fucking body cameras. Services doing? Not a goddamn thing used, for sure. No matter what, it's not their job. You get sent around to the same fucking places over and 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 fucking over again. Jesus fucking Christ. The police go out of their way to make sure that we don't have a place where we can work on any of this. That's what false charges do. It destroys innocent lives. But who fucking cares? As long as it's not happening to you, it's oh fucking K. Fuck this country! And fuck everyone in it. I'm not allowed to be angry about the abuse that I have to fucking endure because nobody fucking cares. If nobody cares, it doesn't matter what the law says because it's not going to be fucking followed. Like these goddamn pigs here. How many pigs have we had blown this situation off? Tell me to go somewhere else, always somewhere the fuck else. And none of these agencies or services do what they're fucking supposed to. Oh yeah, some sort. Fucking A. Still ain't found my goddamn keys. Being a pain in the ass.